Alright, I'm bringing it back. Okay, so I had to reload a save. Everything is the same, except I have not bought the boombox, listened to the tape, and talked to the woman upstairs, and then followed up with dude down here. That is the only difference.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
How could anyone forget, asshole?
So, I did the body. I talked to the Sunday friend. I talked to the lady on the pier just to get that 70 XP. I got money from that really nice shop owner dude towards the south by the old woman. I bought sunglasses from him. I think I bought this hat from him. He was really cool. I need to wash off the death smell real quick.
This is not the cleanest bathtub in the world, but it's cleaner than you are, right? That soap scum smell. It smells like life, at least compared to you. The bathtub slowly fills with water. The water beckons. The water is only lukewarm, but still comforting, like amniotic fluid. A few beer cans are bobbing up and down along your flanks, like sad duckies. You feel nice and lonely, and so tired. Now you are alone with your thoughts in the tub. But it's easier than being alone with your thoughts outside the tub. They're not even really thoughts, just assorted sensations. None of them acute enough to focus on. You see the corpse. You can still smell the cadaver on you. It's going to take more than one bath to get rid of that stench. Your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny whirls as the water cools.
Personally, a bath is not the way to go when it comes to washing corpse off.
What are you doing? You're not some fat fish in a fucking aquarium. Time to get moving. The waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold now. Your clothes stick to your still moist skin. The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting, but it's yours. You've earned it.
Nice.
The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Am I gonna get some crazy dream again?
Here we are again, my broken bird. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man. It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
And there's a lot of it, ever present in your organs. It's like every one of them has their own nasty song to sing. Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you?
No one does anything nice to it.
And why might that be the case? What lava lights on such a bloated corpse to be?
I think I need medical attention.
Oh, yes. They'll check you out, give you some pills, make it all okay. The Wonder Makers.
Don't be stupid, Harry. It's not happening. They don't make new kidneys and livers in hospital. All you've got to do is pray to God it passes and stare.
You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Oh, baby boy, you're already in the other place. There's no nourishment for you tonight. Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe if you know, like, took a lot of drugs before you go to sleep, that'd do the trick. Maybe if you weren't so hard on yourself.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
I'm gonna shower again. Wakey wakey. Can I can't.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. The faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place.
No.
You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops. Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it.
There's no way this is gonna work.
Still not happening. It won't come off that easy.
Can I go in here? There's a bottle on the ground. It's very nice. Nice. Alright, where's Kim? Is Kim here? Where's Kim? There's Kim. Who are these people?
Yes?
Who are you? New people to talk to.
Woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
I'm definitely not the cavalry. Yes, I am. I know.
Here's the real deal.
Thanks, Kim. I'm the real deal.
I don't know. Why would I want to talk to you? No, you haven't wronged me. It's okay.
Something changes in her. It's pity. Pity comes over her.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want? What precinct?
Am I from? God, he doesn't know.
Fucking deranged lunatic.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything, Judith. Me? No. I'm just a man with sunglasses. I like wearing sunglasses inside. Sunglasses and a fucking wig.
I'm just looking out for...
You?
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
Yes. A policewoman who just wants to do her job. That's all.
You look like shit. And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
Like undercover?
Well, as far as disguises go, This is one of the best I've seen. I mean, I could swear you're an actual bomb.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
It's not just this week. What do you want?
Don't even try to win him over. He won't.
I'm not getting involved in this.
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman. You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another life.
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality? Okay, that's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere. Somewhere good. Okay.
It didn't play the voice line.
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment? No, because in this thought experiment we are police officers. In a police station. We don't do crimes. We're not crime bros.
Grind Bros.
Stop it.
Sorry about the coughing, guys. Can't do anything about it.
Oh no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
This isn't helping.
You're not going to believe this, but police officers, yes sir, solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock.
I haven't drank in days.
Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lang. Oh, it's you, you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to
I did put a gun in my mouth without meaning to.
Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
He's trying to protect you from further rough handling, dished out by the sunglassed man.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that sadness.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
Omega Star?
Yes, a superstar cop. Of course. This again.
He didn't answer your question.
No.
Why not?
Because it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging? Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
Hear that? He wants you to say things. Say one.
Say one.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
So, do you know who hanged him? Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. Why are you?
Who knows why we do the things we do? You know what? It must be because he's buff. He looks like he works out, like he's got the devil on his back.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? Okay, why not? You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting? Okay, well... I don't know. Why are you? Oh my god, there's more. Watch out!
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when calling?
Oh, it's that guy.
Badge missing.
Oh really? I wonder where. That's the where you remember me from? Okay then. It's probably a coincidence.
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
I know it's super weird.
Something missing here. Something we can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still. Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
To ask him?
I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. God fucking shit.
None of this is great news for him. Okay, I was clearly wrong. He's a firefighter. Male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again.
Alright, I need money, and a lot of it. I need $32 to buy the boombox and rent for tonight, as well as everything else. Okay, hold up, timeout. I don't want to do another check for him. What other checks are there? Measure head, backyard wall. There's one for Joyce. There's a map wall, another one for Joyce. I don't want to be racist with measure head. Okay, so down here is how many do I have? I have 3 skill points. At the very least, I want to unlock one of these. So I can internalize my other thought, because I don't have any of these other ones. But I want all the boosts that I can have, so. This is the guy that gave me the money. Gave me 10 bucks. And I sold my bottles, giving me a little bit more. Hello, gentlemen. There we go. That looks fixed to me.
A rusting control panel with... You grab the handle and pull the lever up. The water lock starts moving.
New places, new people, and new places, new quests, and more items to sell. Actually, I need to probably purchase some of my stuff back.
If we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on.
You're so
Focus
right.
on one thing. Achieve it, then the next.
No. What's this? Radio relay. Map has grown, map has grown. What's this? Oh, there's stairs. Itchy. Oh? What's this? Oh! What's this? No entry. Someone scribbled. Can I get in there anyway? I suppose not. Alright, let's... What's this? It's a broken gate. And the barbed wire. Alright, going in. Dun-dun-dun-dun. I see Practical Joker's guitar riff. Swing is missing.
Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere.
In this yard? Someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscure. For cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago. A black bloc. A part of the city left unrenovated after the war. Or one that has fallen to gang violence. Or has become inhospitable in some other way. Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house. Yes, for you to pick up as part of the Jamrock Shuffle.
It's not meant as nagging, just an observation.
We should move. I don't think we will solve the matter with forays into the urban hinterland, at least in this phase of the investigation.
Money! I was like, what's this? Money! I want more of that. I need lots of it. Bottles. That means money. Is that a sad song? truly, I'm not sure, but let's see what else. Nothing over here. All right. What does the map look like? Where am I? We should show you are here. I see footprints. Oh. Man, this place is just a piece of shit over here. $11.
A banged-up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Elysium ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. It must be cold and lonely down there, in the icy water.
It appears to be so. I agree. We should definitely investigate.
You get a sudden sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark.
This dude was in a car accident or something, I swear to
Why
God.
the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. Some motor carriages are bound to end up in the sea. The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists. The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by.
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday. Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside. I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
I didn't want to use that time to do that.
As you sit down in the old, rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
Yes, it does. Let me think about it.
Spit flies from your mouth to your moustache, your chest, the ground before you. No sound, though.
Raining heavily here, Chief. Mind keeping it down a bit?
The lieutenant must think it's rather funny. He smiles and quickly turns away.
That's right. Just keep at it. It will come to you.
With his lips puckered, the lieutenant lets out a beautiful, melodic trill that puts even the insulindic thrush to shame. You hear the sound echo on the large body of water. Clouds race across the spring sky, and suddenly you just feel better about everything. The clouds pass in the sky.
I didn't really
and the
want to
shadow of the
use
swing
2 hours of
moves
time.
like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed.
I'm pretty sure I told you already, didn't I? My dad and mom are both half Samsonite.
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived. I find it odd that you haven't. It's a Capri, Model 40.
What?
It is a simple and rugged machine, favored by working men, government offices, firefighters, animal control people. You know, those kinds of people. Yes, 41. I'm sorry.
Whoops.
Harry. I'm so sorry.
41. Precinct 41. A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you. You feel like you're about to faint and fall off the swing. Your hands get clammy, and the air tastes sour to breathe. Oh God, Harry. Oh God, Harry. What did you do? No. Just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
There was a list this long, and I accidentally clicked the damn thing, and
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you drove your police motor carriage into the sea after you jumped across the canal.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything. There is also a fourth thing you've lost. More precious than the gun, the badge, and the motor carriage combined. Lost forever.
That is very unlikely. All the electrics are toast. That goes for the electromagnetic steering and brake systems as well. You'd be lucky to find one undamaged component in there. In a few months, there will be nothing but rust left of this vehicle. It'll be cheaper to buy a new one. Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real. But in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine than try to refurbish this. Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean, my station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to my kinema. Detective, we don't. A rescue operation isn't viable at this point. I'm afraid it will have to be there like that for many years. Look at it. Parts of it might be salvageable, but overall, this machine is a write-off. Of whom? I don't think so. If anything, you were probably drunk.
Probably. Try definitely.
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
People, yes, but not you.
I wish I don't even know what the other dialogue options were. It was a complete misclick.
Yes. Let's go take a look.
Sorry. Oh. Well, first this. Damn it. Money! Money! I knew he was in a car accident. I knew it. I even have it in here. Ah! I'm sorry you have to hear me cough like that. My badge! At least I think that's what that is. Map. That's a plus and then a plus. And that's a plus and then a plus. Damn. So visual calculus. Or shivers.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
At least something good came out of all this.
Encased between 2 durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid.
I found my badge! I found my badge!
You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and
Harrier.
in the lower right corner, your precinct. The man keeps winking at you with his eyes.
I wish I wasn't coughing all the time.
Photo is old, no doubt about that. Good choice. A new photo would look different. 8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns. What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. It looks better on him because he isn't in as much pain while producing it as you are now. Although there's already a hint of that pain, certainly. Don't be fooled. The bad times have already begun. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Harrier. That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't. Not strange at all. Your name is Harrier Dubois, like it says on your police badge. It's a wartime name, revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times, like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
It's meant to keep you safe. From bullets, hunger, shrapnel, kidnappings, and worse.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
He's not going to call you Harrier. He'll keep calling you officer when he's angry with you, and detective when he's not.
Good to know.
The badge in your hands shine.
Lieutenant W. Freighter. The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant. The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus you're W. Freighter. There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's décomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank. In your case, lieutenant.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and this leads me to believe maybe your current situation is only temporary. Good. Décomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol Citizens Militia. It means counting down to twos. The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kings. Kings like satellite officers and the additionally a freighter rank I already explained.
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work.
I'm doing it.
It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found your badge.
He trusts you, for now. Try not to spoil it. Such a small yet precious thing.
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure. 4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well.
So something.
Pain in your chest tells you you were working yourself to death to earn that rank.
So 4 months ago, I was doing good. So something recently in his life, car accident.
The
Maybe.
case created a lot of edge.
Well, this
You
is a
have to
car
take
accident
off.
right here.
The death march really gets us going. A lot can happen in 4 months, especially in winter. The winters are never easy on you. Of that you are sure.
I remember that time! That was a good time. We had a good work-drink balance going. What happened, man? Pump it up!
Yes, it's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
It's no wonder you are like you are, he thinks. But then again,
It's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiayeva.
and you? Is it an honor to work with you? Don't ask him, ask yourself. The badge in your hand shines as you...
Alright, I did it. I can
The
interact
bullet
with all
is
this
safely
stuff.
beside his orderly handwriting.
Hang on. Alright. So I found this car. There are footprints. I'm going to rob this house. It doesn't look like anyone's even over here. What's this? Oh, postcard. Bow knot. Cool, I got a couple little items. I dig it. I don't know how to get up there yet. Fisherman shacks. There we go. Human beings. Whoa. What's this? What's this?
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder.
You can revisit the bench if you.
Oh yeah, there's one like that at the beginning. Cinder blocks. What's that? My pants. Wowie zowie. Sick of coughing. Oh, I could have gone up this way. Whoopsie daisy. What's the map look like over here? Fisherman shacks. Church? Okay, so I spent the first chunk here. I'm now here. Excuse me. Money! Money! That's same as money. Oh, and would you look at this? Money! Who are you?
You stop mid-step and put your hand on a garish necktie.
Uh-oh.
That bottle, Bratan! Just look at that bottle!
In this drunk's hand, on the pipe there, glowing blue, a mysterious, otherworldly blue, filled to the...
Is that why he likes the color blue?
Mysteries. It's hard to know what exactly your vivid interior is speaking of here, but I'm guessing it's got a lot of alcohol in it.
Nice.
Oh, I think this is about so much more than cool. Please go talk to him. See what it's about. I'm drawn to it.
Hold on. Sorry about that. Michelle called me, and nothing will stop me from answering the phone for her. Don't call Abigail.
The noxious odor emanating from the
Homie, it's 10:30 a.m.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
Who's Abigail?
Uh-huh. Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
Abigail is his wife or girlfriend. Chances are she's gone. Calling her wouldn't make it any better or worse.
Is this the lady outside the bookstore's husband?
Never thought you'd see such a thing in your life. But this guy's a little too drunk.
Don't call Abigail!
The man hiccups, then mumbles something unintelligible. He snorts and beckons you to lean in close.
Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail.
There's no use in yelling at drunks. He's barely holding it together.
The drunk man starts coughing, a really disgusting, hacking cough.
Cool.
He does not sound well at all.
Don't you fucking call her! Hear me! Abigail? Don't call.
There was little chance he'd be a reliable witness anyway.
Hey, Tequila! Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you? So what's happening?
Idiot doom spiral.
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
Good. These people know your true name. Looks like it has preceded you, Mr. Sunset. More on that later.
I like this guy. You should too. He respects you by calling you your true name.
It makes me aggressively
I know
sad.
what you mean. Sitting around with these bums, you really get to know the nitty-gritty of reality. And it isn't good. Things aren't going super well for Idiot Doom Spiral either. Haven't found those keys yet.
Excuse me.
Haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
This guy's your buddy. You feel it immediately. You belong to an organization, a fraternity of drunks.
We are saving the world.
Please. Please don't go. Don't go.
Okay, we're drinking. We're
Bet she knows.
drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out. So now, it's a pirate's life for me. It's you. You're Tequila Sunset. We've met before. Don't you remember?
No.
Aha. Do you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be?
Tequila Sunset. Something ominous there.
Let me take a sip to moisten up my cords.
My cords.
Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday. And by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth. Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting. You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head, right in front of them.
Why is that a gimmick of Harry?
Oh yeah, that's totally your style. The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling.
Warm and glowy.
Oh, yes, you do, Bratushka. The only thing better than that is putting the pedal to the metal after you kiss the tie. And off we go.
One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs.
Do you remember the sound of wood cracking? The billboard?
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in. Anyway, there was a brief silence. A gasp of silence, if you will. Followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs. "The time hath come!" So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. To which you replied, "The time hath come for Tequila Sunset, the end of all things." After which, your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty, and through the ice.
Your hands cramp on the steering levers.
We ran towards the ice, whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt. Seaweed and shit. like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to.
Naturally.
What else was there to do? Thank you, brothers, for your helping hand.
We asked about the whole Tequila Sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now, and insisted that we all call you that from then on. No, that's just what your mother called you. Your real name is Tequila Sunset. Just embrace it, brother. Ours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women.
I mean, that makes sense.
How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
That's got to be part of the...
Wow. That's quite a story.
Yeah. I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
If you only knew.
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
Please, don't open that door.
Bust it open.
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around.
Alright, thank you, Rosemary.
Abigail.
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit. Beside your gun and your badge, you said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy. In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big
That
one.
is a big one.
You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style.
It's more like you were cramping theirs.
Right.
No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show. Yeah, you kept talking about how the coal mine owners were fucking us all over, just like that.
Well, they
woman
are,
fucked you.
is the thing.
I didn't agree with you, by the way. The spectral hand of the market makes sure everyone gets exactly what they deserve.
Well, I don't know exactly how that works, though.
Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time.
What
And that
does
you didn't
no
need
biggie...
anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
Doing it solo? I don't know if that's a good idea. I
A lot
need
of
Kim
cops
here.
go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
I slept in a dumpster once. That was good.
It's not meant as a joke. He's sorry for the hermit cop.
You kept apologizing for being such a bad cop and for the damage you inflicted on everyone around you.
Well, it's a pretty poor performance, if I must say so myself, except for the recent detective work. Once I forgot who
You
I
also
was,
kept
everything was great.
pausing to knock the heel of your hand against your temples, saying, "Stupid, stupid, stupid." It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs. Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right, why not? Better than a beach bum. It depends, really.
Oh,
Are you
jeez.
willing to help me out?
Here we go.
The gleam in his eyes and the slouch in his posture is so incredibly familiar.
Booze. Did you already forget our party? The thing I relayed to you earlier. So, have you got anything for good old idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a
I didn't even know I had
story
alcohol.
seems fair to me. In that case, I'm not a storyteller. Wonderful.
Fine.
Classy.
Hey,
Whatever.
Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Whatever.
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George. But around here...
His real name's George.
You already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder / junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm. I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane. It did. With my trusty Samsonite tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world.
See Tommy tracksuit?
But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit. One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
His eyes are clouded, his dilated blood vessels encircling his irises like stinging brambles.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see? At least, that was the plan. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly. Wet, okay? It was raining really hard. I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass.
I would have landed on my feet. I've got feline reflexes.
No, you don't.
Alright.
Whatever. The point is, reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up. So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key. I wish I were, Tequila. I wish I were. Instead of my apartment key, I'd taken the key to the office. I rang my neighbors' buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation. People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day. And since I hired only the best, he'd already done it, and I couldn't get in. Anyway, long story short, spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going with this. So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh? Tequila, I've thought about this series of events for a long time. If there was anything else to it, I would have thought of it by now.
Why didn't you go to the authorities?
Well, at one point they came to me, but, you know, I didn't have any ID on me. So they tossed me in jail for 2 days. I can't say it increased my faith in the RCM. No offense, gentlemen. The hobo lifestyle definitely has some perks. Not having to pay rent, first and foremost. Not being responsible for 20 other people is nice too. But that charm wears off pretty quickly. Before you know it, you're wearing a shit-stained tracksuit and spending your days picking tear. Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece lycra tracksuit? I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass. But somehow it all got away from me. Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too. The only things I haven't lost are drunks.
You of all people should empathize with this. Perhaps this lost jacket is something you could help with?
My agency, man. The Boom Boom Room. Our concept was combining high art with the lowest forms of marketing. The color red, breasts, and oil painting. I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even more high-concept cultural incubator called Thin Air. The artists were happy, the clients were happy. I was financing a group of poets in East Revachol who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then it all went to shit. Well, you know, sex sells. That's the first rule of advertising. That's what's so cool about advertising. It's kind of like art, except you can also get fucking rich doing it. What? You've never seen 100% lycra before? Go on.
You really shouldn't touch it.
Pretty nice, huh?
I touched it.
This might be one of the last of its kind. Should probably be in a museum, honestly.
Good God. It's nearly impossible to describe how dirty this texture is. It's like rubbing two jellyfish skins together. You feel about 15% less human for having touched it. And then there's the smell. But you don't even want to think about that.
Wow, you're lucky. He never lets me feel it.
That's because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosie. We're right next to the bay. You could wash them any time. My fellow members of the Union of Moribund...
Hey, Tequila! You wanna buy some speed?
No.
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. He's a cop, remember?
I thought he was a cool cop.
A gurgling sound comes from the direction of the non-responsive man.
And yeah, you're already acquainted with abs. So yeah, that's basically us. We drink together. Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila? Yeah, exactly. If I knew where I lost it, don't you think I'd have it? I mean, maybe somewhere north of here, that's for sure. I'm all ears, Tequila. You too, Tequila Sunset.
Wow. Did not expect that to be what it was. How about these two?
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth. The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if it's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt.
Dirt.
You're bad with kids.
1 second. Okay. Kidmaster General.
Maybe I am. Now, how about some actual police work? We are not getting anything here.
The kids don't reply, absorbed in their little game.
What's this? What's this? What's this?
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts. Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
Trouble? Say the second thing, Bratan. Show
Oh, boy.
you style.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen. No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another. Locked himself in that woodshed over there.
Oh.
He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him, and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place. Somewhere more quiet. Maybe they are because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here, as long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then, because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage, and not a lot of houses, or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us? What do you want?
That's an excellent question, ma'am.
He probably pawned it for booze and then forgot about it. You know how drug men are? Are you getting a reward for it at least? What? You're fetching someone's missing laundry free of charge? Do you not have anything better to do?
In fact, he does.
None of my business, either way. How you spend your hours is up to you. Anyhow, you might ask Lillian if she's seen anything lately. That girl's got a way of attracting lost and broken things. Just us. This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street. Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
Between here and Jamrock, a dusty sea of old trees, all covered in industrial soot.
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift civic houses, shacks as far as the eye can see. The goodwill ran out. Well, there's Lillian and her kids.
I think I met one of the kids,
If you
both
knew
the kids.
folks live in the house to the east, but they're away right now. Yeah. And then there's the drums. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them. I'm sure you did. Nature keeps them in rotation. A new face pops up every now and then, and an old one disappears and is forgotten. This is who we are.
Relax. You're not a new face. She doesn't mean you. You're an outsider. And a cop, remember?
Here, for you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
Under carts, boats, in little boxes. It's not hard to find. She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
Me? Now it's your turn, Mr. Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
She's got a couple of ranks herself. Honored chief and so on.
Stay. Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack. I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Nice.
No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can stay there. That's exactly how they get ya. That's why we built our own houses on the seaside. So we don't have to give money to those crooks. We might not look like much, but they are ours. My kids grew up and left like they do. The house is long empty now. I live in the small side attachment. It's easier and cheaper to keep warm. Aye. The room is pretty bare bones, but it's got a bed and roof over it. That's more than some folks have around here. An uncomplicated man. I take it that means you're interested. Don't make an old woman regret
Nice.
her house to the police.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
He's a little relieved you're no longer in that room.
Finally, you have those lame-os of matinees off your back, Brata.
I
This
like
looks like a
that.
great place to bring chicks.
Because now I don't need to worry about the money.
Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says. Huh, I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part, the part we need to get out of our houses. Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing till I know she's on board. She's right over there. Yes, not much. Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things.
Why was that
The
in?
place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
Well, there's that music. Music from across the sea. It started a few days ago, and now it's blasting even through the night. And now, suspicious-looking people are sneaking around the church. I don't like that.
Perhaps the mysterious music is somehow connected to the case. A Rusalka or a Apsara singing.
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty. I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara. Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk is closed. What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jam shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now, you know,
So is this my room now?
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
Nice. Oh, this is much better.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum. The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
What is this place to you?
Waves crash onto the beach, drowning the reef. Far to the south, a congregation gathers in a soup kitchen in a shelter for the homeless. An old woman gives out knitted scarves.
She is the best character in this.
This could still be you. A down on his luck nobody, trying to survive. Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Look under the floorboards.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with the expression.
Man, okay, so encyclopedia and electrochemistry. Encyclopedia is the only one that I can even put into this. Hang on, let me...
An old mirror hangs on the wall.
Please.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now. Still not happening. It won't come off that easy. On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin. The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. You'll be looking like a pansy without the chops. A fucking pansy.
Do it.
Your hand trembles as you scratch your cheek. Oh no, that's not how a grown man shaves. Stop, for crying out loud. You're gonna cut your own throat.
I need to shave the chops.
Your hand refuses to move another millimeter.
I tried. What's this? A code. Nice. Look under the floorboards. How? Because there was no... There's no, like, prompt for me to get under there. Was that just a creep me out kind of thing? And before I talk to anyone... I've almost got enough for the boombox. I wish I could sell clothes. Oh! Oh! Actually. Shoes. Yeah, no, I'm never taking the tie off, so.
Hi, officer. Anything I can help you with?
Um,
A fishing village. The sign on the street leading.
I'm the
You've
law.
graduated to lawbringer now?
Yes.
Men with authority have their quirks. Comes with never being second guessed about anything. So what brings you here, lawbringer? The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Are you? This says by signing, I agree to living with construction noise. What exactly is the Union building? What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that Everard and the Union have nice plans for anything. I thought they only cared about themselves. Well, I guess Union members have children too. Aye. Why not? Fine. Here you go. You're welcome.
Idiot Doom Spiral over there needs his jacket. Have you seen it?
Remarkable. That one already lost everything else and now his jacket too. It's a good thing too that he has an actual police officer looking for it. Good old Doom Spiral. Upper management to the core. Aye. We all feel that way sometimes. Sometimes I wonder if I'm the protagonist, even in my own life story.
A gush of sadness suddenly washes over her.
Anyway, I looked near the fish market north of here on the boardwalk. Drunks had drawn to markets for some reason. Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks mostly. Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot. It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation. From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day,
I didn't
caught
see
the
a
eyes of
sword on
many
her
men.
model here.
And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Ain't that the truth?
No, I'm afraid not. Tempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check. It would put me in an early grave.
She refuses, but your word is law. You are law. Is she flirting with you? A little?
No.
You think she might be?
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
That does not go for real men. It does not go for you. Show her. Show her the wonder.
Aye. No one wants to talk about how frightened they are. But only frightened people are really dangerous. And plenty of them are dangerous.
She's not afraid, however. Does that make...
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying. Gone. To the waves.
Oh.
The sea took him. It was a long time ago. He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later.
That's awful.
Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
Don't know what that means.
She really liked those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounces sinewy.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk.
No.
Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
No.
Do it! It's the widow! It's the right thing to do!
Explore the coast.
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids. Sometimes I also...
This is what is called a conversation. You don't have to be guarded right now.
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
Mines. Mines. You need mines.
Well, the RCM has to wait for another one, because some army folks came by, took it in the middle of the bay and blew it up. The blast was surprisingly timid for such a huge spiky thing. Sure is. The sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue. Aye. Sunny days. You got a problem with that?
No, ma'am. We have no quarrel with sunny days.
Good. It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids.
There's a moment's silence. She looks at the slushy snow melt on the yellow belly of the boat.
In time, when the sea turns and the winds settle, she will be ready.
Waves wash the sand. A skiff moves across the mirror-smooth sea.
Let's see. Who are you looking for? I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate? Aha! Like snowmen. Two odd guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like. Right. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men, burning rhinos.
Sounds like him.
Picture? I don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen? Yeah, I'm not really looking for that anymore. Not much into the middle class ones either. Could do with some landed gentry, but apparently they don't make those anymore. Wish I could help you with that, but I haven't seen your working class husband. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
She seems genuinely sorry for not being able to help you.
Well, how can I assist you then? Oh? Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
That suggestion seems actually something I'd want to try to progress the story. However, Kim can't be here and I need to explore the coast.
Our tenant, Lillian, should let her sword make her decisions. The girl just doesn't have the head for it. Either way, I won't sigh.
Okay.
Lillian's not the only one who's too thirsty. I've seen it all before.
I mean, she's right.
She speaks with the authority of a leader. Hers is the final word around.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Harrier's a good name. Trust the tenant.
Logic and reason won't work on this old bat. Better go for shameless emotional manipulation. What's the grandmother's deepest
Their
vulnerability?
grandchildren.
Does this feel like a good thing, though?
What do you mean? What's going to happen? We are gonna grow up, of course. I raised my own kids in this village and they are doing fine for themselves. No, they moved to Faubourg for work. Well, I imagine they'll grow up and leave too.
You've got her. Now just reel her in.
Then,
You have her. Now twist the knife. Wait. Let her come to it herself.
I don't believe the Fat Man's Youth Center is going to change anything. But what other choice do we have? Not that the coalition government is coming to save us. I won't be around much longer anyway. Not with the dampness in my bones. If they want to take a chance, who am I to stop them? Did you say something? Fine. See that you didn't just get us all screwed. I might be half blind, but I have a good memory for treachery.
Let's go, Melit.
He's not dissatisfied with you, but with himself.
I don't feel good about that. What's in here? Ooh, why couldn't I have this one? What's this? I'm gonna go ahead and just take that. Oh, hey, kid. Just watch me steal that.
Hello, mister.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
Yes, I am. Little Lily. You know, that's nice. My mum is great. She's never angry or anything. It's a grouse.
You might be able to get on Gart's good side if you make up for the skewer you broke.
I don't know. Sure. I mean, you already took it. I don't like it anyway. It is...
Man, I don't like Gart. And I really want the $13 it's worth.
Yes. They don't want to play with me. They're older and play outside. They look the same. They look identical. It's Lammy. He's my friend. Sort of. Like...
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days.
Yes. Very soft. Isn't he soft? Bye.
Cool. Autosave. I know I'm getting towards the end of the episode here. I'm trying to find like $2 more so I can catch up the investigation on the front of Now, where am I? Okay, wait.
Winter, slow to let go of Revachol. Flecks some more wet snow from above. The snow falls lazily, making the beach sand paler still, mixing with the rust-colored sewage runoff.
Ew.
And to think, it seemed as though it were already spring. You're warm in your hat and your coat. Like a well-equipped explorer, you comfortably survey the white landscape. More winding coastlines lined with abandoned buildings, crumbling piers, salt water lapping at their dark piles, grey and red forgotten city blocks, what remains of the pre-revolutionary effort to gentrify the coast. The waters turn black, Coal City in the shadow of Saint Martin, a boomtown. back when coal extracted from countless shafts near the city was needed to power Revachol. No, below the old mines, lost their children under 14. After Rubius, the morsel. Did someone say untold quantities of cocaine? Drop everything immediately and go looking for this horde. After Rubius, Melchiora.
Sorry.
The morsel. Did someone say after Rubius? The morsel. Did someone say few, but all around her, white snow on the extinguished coke furnaces and on the weather-worn shack.
We should keep moving. Who knows when the snow will let up.
Sorry, Dimitri. So, that bridge is like my cutoff. I'm not gonna go past that, at least in this episode, but what I am gonna do is go catch up the rest of the investigation. I suppose I don't necessarily have to do it on camera, but I'm going to. Just in case anything's a little bit different.
Drop in temperature, an easy flow there. Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. The road is smooth and motley. Craters number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years.
That's a long
there
time.
were not enough girls to sustain its cost. The wind moved.
I actually wanted the rest of that one. Sorry.
Behind the boom barrier.
That one was my bad. I would like to find more money, please. Actually, wait. I talked dude down. Just gotta do that again. So, I'll be able to money. Ooh, why? Thank you.
Hello.
I have something else to sell. I'd like to sell my clothes, please.
And especially
Your mother is a necrotic object. I'm fun. Look at me spot.
anything else you're thinking of selling.
I need $2, roughly. Hang on, let me at least interact with that once. Whoops. Get
Another time.
leave. Let me interact with this at least once. Oh, I just can't. Okay, then I'm gonna sell it.
Hello.
Dimitri, tell me if this is a bad idea.
Now if I can help you with anything. Sure. Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I know I can get it all back. I know that. But I always hit escape.
Another time, perhaps.
The boomboxes wait on the shelves. And yours, that gold and amber, Harmon Wow.
If police work means playing tapes, sure.
Like a beach party. With sand and sun.
Theoretically, yes. But we don't have time right now. It's generally murder investigation first, then beach party.
You can play it any way you like. If police...
Like a beach party.
For sure. It's a consumer device. Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recording. Absolutely. I've tested each one myself.
It's not giving me the option to...
And here you are.
Okay, I don't know what I did before, but... Okay. I have that now. So now I can go ahead and... Now I'm going to skip through all this dialogue because we saw it last episode. Tools, we're going to put this here. Then we're going to... Wrong one. It's empty. Did I not get it yet? No, I could have sworn I did.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reel's attached to the apparatus with a... You press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. Then the organ starts playing, a simple, telling you that within seconds you know this is the one. The real shit you've been looking for. The one you trust your room to. This one tells it like it is. This is your tune. A click, then silence for a bit. Of course you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this. And you already know the lyrics since you've listened to it, like, 10 times. Yup, they're all here. All 3 verses. And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it.
Nothing can stop me now.
You have to convince Garp to let you sing karaoke in the whirling. After you've won him over,
oh, I can give him the bird.
Express yourself. The lieutenant looks at you as you remove the tape from...
Okay, where's the other tape, though? Where is the other tape? Empty cassette tape. I didn't sell it, did I?
Hello, hello. Let me know if I... Of course. It's in working order still, isn't it? Just pick your tape and set it spinning. It all starts with the tape.
What's this?
Typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and...
Nope.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets.
Nope. I don't think I pawned it. Why the fuck? Where is the tape? Okay, so active. Oh, I haven't gotten the tape from them yet. Okay, so I'm doing things a little backwards. It's okay, though. I want us to be 100% completely and entirely caught up and in sync. I don't have to worry about rent no more. Alright, let's go here. And then he's like...
The clouds are still hanging.
Sorry.
What is it now?
Fuck, you hit enough.
For the
Alright, we already saw all this last episode.
She wasn't ready.
Lawman.
His hand
And you.
Titus.
sucks at goddamn
Everard.
the room. Someone has...
Look, Copper, show it to him, T. Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. Then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man. What's on it? You don't speak, Steve. I won't be on your... You think we go into this? We...
Understood?
Since what?
Things got nice and it's not advanced.
Don't...
Yeah, man. You're like,
I'm sure.
where can... Yeah.
I'm sure we can find it.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. You do that. Oh, yeah? You do that, lawman. A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you.
I don't know why I'm telling him this stuff.
Just contact this Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already roll on the others, and he's in witness protection.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella? It's like you said, Al. Copper's coming up with this on the spot. There is no witness.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Yeah. It's like they put...
Damn, they wormed their way out of it, somehow. Try something else if you can.
That means absolutely nothing to me. Sounds like some made-up horse shit.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Shanky, it's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
You didn't break this wagon fort, but you did manage to rattle the people inside a bit.
Arab guy? Boss, I think he's trying to save me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. Great witness.
Okay, maybe it doesn't feel like this did anything to them, but they have to be fretting a little. Everyone.
I don't know if I want to tell them this. I'm gonna.
A bullet, you say? That's mighty curious.
Indeed. Mighty. How did it get there?
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads. I guess it's a little logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
Wow. He's got...
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet.
This is new.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
They're only pretending to enjoy this. Beneath the act, they don't like you knowing this.
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. Better hope he stays sober.
No, he meant before he was hanged. Did you shoot him before you hanged him?
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
It's not like you blew it wide open, but there's a little crack in there, somewhere.
Nice. Alright, now we gotta listen to the tape real quick. Tape.
The porter reel is
Play the tape.
The harbor.
I've heard all this.
The lieutenant presses.
End of record. It seemed authentic. Still.
There's more going on here.
One of the other a village on... Who knows? I think we've got a few more questions.
Now we gotta go upstairs. Talk to her real quick. Now that I know a little bit more, maybe the conversation will be a little bit different. Hi.
I was just thinking.
She put with a... This does...
Did he?
It's interesting.
Does he say he's gonna do it? Yeah.
A memory slip.
Did he say whores a lot? He liked them. He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't.
Yes.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Right. He was like the Seminoles conflict. Where else great?
Did he tell you he had...
No.
There is...
Thank you for clearing that up, miss.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Like for his...
Actually,
A nickname?
I guess.
Lil, we have a few...
The young...
Good for you.
What do you think?
I don't know how a seaman said. In the
You were almost right, officer. That means he's...
Yes.
Did that...
Okay, so this so far is the same.
He was.
A flash of rage.
Had he passed that test, we wouldn't have gotten along. I love Revachol, though. He was
42.
He had many scars that were even...
We were slightly...
The adversary.
Blue.
He had a combat.
Yes.
It's clear she was very...
Of course. And now...
Ah, yes.
It was light brown. Oh,
It's clear she...
quite a lot. Yeah, sure. Service it. How? And so it goes. Oh yeah. No.
Go on.
He was a blue. He went to Killer Academy in It is when you're hot. Why do you ask? Well, it's wrong. What do I need? That's not funny, officer.
Hear that? It's for because...
How much?
It's quite expensive. All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Yes, miss. All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours her...
Okay, I think that was everything. I think we're all, like, kind of rounded out to where we used to be, except now we're halfway through the next following day. Did they clean up my room? No, they did not. Okay. Well, I think this is where this one's gonna leave off, and we'll pick up in the next one with a whole bunch of like new places to go and new people to talk to. So let's save real quick, and that'll be it for this one.